Good evening, everyone. Not sure what Sam's laughing at, but good evening, everyone. Welcome to the preview for the. That just completely threw me off, by the way. Welcome to the preview for the game against Newport County in the FA Cup. Feels like fucking an ice age since Man United last played a game of football. It honestly feels so long since that Spurs game. But we're back. Not exactly back with a blockbuster of a fixture, depending on how many goals we kind of score. But the one main question and the only place to start with this, lads, is how much are we going to pipe Newport by? That's the only relevant question I want to know. So where are the confidence levels at going into this? How much are we going to beat them by? Don't give me a score prediction just yet, but yeah, are we feeling confident ahead of this tie?
Yeah, confident, yeah. At least against Newport, you can feel confident.
Okay.
Are they League Two?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
So they're a league below Wigan, who we didn't really put to the sword. We probably should have absolutely smashed them. We struggled a little bit.
To the fucking team we put out.
I know.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like.
So again, this is United and it's this season, so anything can happen and will happen. So I don't want to go 100% confident, but yeah, I'm going to absolutely smash him because this is well within capable of this team of not doing that.
Yeah.
But on paper, we should. Like, we should put 3-4 past him and then take everybody off and rest and bring a load of youth players on. That's what we should do.
Dan, we mentioned that we played a full strength team against Wigan. Do you see this game for Ten Hag, at least, if we know what kind of manager he is, taking a similar road to, say, taking no prisoners, full strength every competition? I say every competition. We're only in the fucking FA Cup of the Premier League. But do you think he'll take that approach to this one?
Yeah, exactly, because this is one of the cup that he has left in his pocket to show himself at least for this season, because we are out of all the competitions, and Premier League I don't expect we'll qualify for the top four. So at least if he has FA Cup good round of results, maybe of semi-final or final, then I think he has something to showcase for, at least to make his resume better for the next season.
Yeah. What players do you think deserve an opportunity, Troy has? Because obviously there's going to be some kind of scratching for game time. I don't know who's the injury situation. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyone could fucking turn up at this point. Yeah. Who do you think deserves game time from your perspective?
I think Ahmad definitely deserves some game time, because apart from Ahmad, I just really don't know who is fit, who is not fit. But from what I'm
Who's gone on loan?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I just think there is only one player, because apart from that, we've only got from the 11 players to choose from, we've only got 13 fit. So it's not much that, we can actually flexibly choose from, or, maybe bench a few of our senior players. We've only got a certain amount of players now left. So I think he'll go full strength. Maybe we see Ahmad, but my gut says that Ten Hag will be taking this competition very seriously, even if it's Newport. He went full strength against Wigan, so he won't be going any weak against Newport either.
And what was the name you said who should start?
Ahmad.
Perez to give Chelsea a place in the Champions.
That's what I like to hear. Unbelievable scenes. Yeah, everyone's obviously going to be fit, fighting to an extent. I mean, probably no Mason Mount, I'm guessing, and a couple of others. I'm not sure what the situation with Luke Shaw. If everyone was available, let's say, Sam, for this full competition, how much confidence would you have in winning it, do you think, if everyone was available?
I mean, if everyone was available, you'd think we got a good chance of winning, because we got to the final last year with that team. Like, we hardly had any injuries last year. I think Ericsson towards the end of the season, I believe, and then Martinez. But apart from that, we were pretty clean towards the end of the season. So you'd think if we got to a final last season, then the draw we've had so far, we've been quite good. At Wigan and at Newport, so the draw's been quite favourable. So you'd think we could get to a final, but when we had our full strength team against Wolves the first game of the season, and we looked like shit. Like, we had everybody available, and that was Ten Hag's first choice 11, and we looked like absolute crap. So it could well go the same way. If we had the same full thing, we could just crash out against Newport or the next team, or we could go to a final and end up losing it against City with a really, quite frankly, poor performance. Like, me, you and Chibi sat together and watched that, and it wasn't a great performance. So we could well do that. But yeah, this team just throws up so many questions. So you just kind of The honest answer is I don't fucking know. I really don't know.
No, it's just been so inconsistent from everything, from performances to team selection as well. One thing we know for sure, Dan, is obviously Mr.
Oh, nah, what's the name? Oh, nah.
He's not going to be available because he's at AFCON. So one way or another, a different goalkeeper is going to start. I'm not fucking convinced that Bayindir is real. I said that off the camera. I'm pretty sure he's AI or I don't know what.
I've seen him warm up at Old Trafford. He is real.
Okay.
He is real. I've seen him warm up at Old Trafford. But what a slap in the face if he goes Tom Heaton instead.
Oh, you done, mate. I'd walk out. I'd throw him a terminating
No.
contract. I actually would. So the expectation, Dan, is that Bayindir will make his debut. What are you expecting from him, do you think?
I think more than the expectation, I think he has what it takes to be a goalkeeper at Manchester United, at least for the backup role, because I think we have seen him once playing in somewhere. I think he has played already, right? In some other.
For United, you mean, or do you mean for Turkey?
Not for United.
Not for United.
Not for United. No, that's why I'm saying I don't believe he fucking exists. I just don't think.
I thought
I don't know.
I thought somewhere he played. I mean,
No.
he wasn't there in the preseason also, right?
I mean, pre-season. I can't remember what date he came in.
I don't think he got a game.
No.
He came in on the last day with Amrabat. I'm pretty sure. In September.
But yeah, whatever. I mean, the previous history of he's 25 now, and he has been a regular starter for his previous club. So that shouldn't put any doubt on him. Like he can play on a FA Cup game against a very small team, and that I don't think that's a concern for that. But I'm still not happy with the way we have dealt with this current situation. Like facing, portraying Onana as if like without Onana we cannot live, like we cannot play football. So that's.
But you don't know. You've not seen Bayindir play yet. It could be fucking worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what you have bought him for, to be a backup, to be available whenever your first goalkeeper is not there. But I think I'm really not happy because that the whatever that has happened with holding of Onana till the very last moment might have really affected him mentally. I'm talking about Bayindir, because when you are there in a club and you see a player who is being holded off so that he doesn't start the game, so that could be a very shocking, a hit to his confidence level. But at least we'll see something from Bayindir, because he deserves. He's 25 and he has come here not to be a bench role, but to give a competition to Onana. And if once he gets the opportunity, then only you can see like what is the level of Bayindir is and how competitive he is with Onana. Otherwise, next season again we'll be going out for another goalkeeper. So that's where we have to see like the second goalkeepers, like on almost all the other teams, you see these the cup games are given to the secondary goalkeepers, but in United it never happens. So that's where you try to rotate players and give them chances to prove themselves. So that's not happening here. So that's a bit of a negative side of it. But I hope like Bayindir performs well and may give a good competition when Onana comes back.
It's mad, isn't it? Because if you would have said to him when he signed at like the end of August, you would have gone, right, you're going to play, but you won't get your debut until you play Newport County in the FA Cup at the end of January. It's going to be like, what? Like, surely there's going to be opportunities between that, right?
Back in the day, we had Sergio Romero, and he played all like the cup games, didn't he?
Yeah,
and he was great. He was like one of the best second goalkeepers in the world. So I don't understand why. I don't understand why Ten Hag thinks this is a new concept. Like
it's weird to me. Like
baffling.
I'd love to hear the reasons. Why has no one in the press conference gone, hold on a sec, mate? Why did you? I mean, sure, as we discussed on the show as well a couple of days ago. Why get rid of Kovar and then bring in a keeper for almost as much, who's older, and then not play him? Just keep fucking Kovar. If you're only going to play against Newport County, keep Kovar. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. So another strange decision. Anyway, just the last little thing with United. Anyone's opinion on this? A little situation with Rashford recently. I don't know if any of you lads have seen it on Twitter. Caught in a nightclub in Belfast, apparently. But he was ill for the game, so he's not available to play. I don't know what's been going on. Apparently he was there on Wednesday, so it was before and the illness got announced. I just don't know what it is. It just seems to be a bit of a mess ongoing with him at the moment. Do these kind of things bother you, lads, at all?
I just think right now it is unneeded for him because he's not had a decent season. The game where he did this celebration, we ended up drawing it to Spurs, where we probably could have easily lost that game as well.
Yeah.
So
Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down. Yeah. 1 goal in 9 games. You
Yeah.
sit down.
Yeah.
Shut up.
First-
Do you remember Harry Maguire when he was
Yeah,
doing that?
yeah,
When
yeah.
he's just like, mate, you just scored against Andorra. Shut the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about?
So I just don't think that he needs that sort of attention right now. I think what the best that he can do is right now is just string together a good run of games, get some consistent goals, and maybe then we can be seeing we can see a much more positive Rashford. But right now with these sort of news coming out as well, and I think him falling ill and not actually being present for the game makes it just a little worse. Even if the situation is not as bad, it looks a little worse when you look at it from a first perspective without actually going through what's going on behind the scenes. It'll look worse, especially in the case of majority of the fans. They'll go and see, oh, he's ill, oh, he was at a club before that, the night before that, and now he's not going to be available for the game. So it's just going to provide unneeded attention towards him, and I think right now that's the last thing we need. We've already got enough at Manchester United with attention.
Yeah. If I was Bayindir tomorrow, if I made a save against Newport, I'd be giving it all this and all that to the crowd. I'd be like, what? What's that on? Yeah, saves, Newport. What are you saying?
Each and every save, he'll be like, come on.
Yeah, what's that to the bench? Like fucking hand to his ear.
If he keeps a clean sheet, then he's fucking already ahead, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's like,
if
I can't
he
keep a clean
doesn't make a mistake in the game,
Yeah.
one single mistake, he's already doing better. So
Yeah.
that is the benchmark. So it's not hard to kind of go
clean,
off that.
clean sheet and not a clanger. That's just all he needs to do.
Yeah, and
And
come
he's
off your
good.
line. When it's a set piece or a corner, just fucking come off your line, please. Don't be glued to it for no apparent reason whatsoever. Anyway, let's discuss Newport a little bit. No idea about him. We don't fucking watch him every week. I know they're currently 14th in League 2. The manager is a massive United fan. I'm sure this is a huge occasion for him. With that in mind, Sam, I'll go to you first on this. What do you think are the biggest shock for us going out to a low-ranked team from what you can remember?
I remember we went out to, was it Northampton Town in the FA Cup?
I think it was Northampton.
Was it Louis van Gaal?
No, so I think Louis van Gaal was MK Dons from what I can
MK
remember.
Dons. Yeah, I
4-0.
remember maybe it was Moyes, Northampton Town. Maybe
Yeah.
it was Moyes. But I remember getting beat 1-0 by Northampton Town away in one of the most dreary, boring fucking games I've ever seen in my life. And we over-rotated. We were playing like Borthwick Jackson and players like, do you know what I mean? Like just play Nick Powell, those kind of, like, you'll never heard of him again since. And we just like played these players and it was just a shite game. It was fucking awful. And we got like knocked out by Northampton Town. And it's just, I think we were losing 1-0 last 10 minutes. He brought like Juan Mata on and a couple of other people to try and salvage the game. And it just didn't happen. That was pretty fucking terrible. And MK Don's one as well was pretty awful.
There was one against Southend as well under Fergie in 2005-06, I think it was. That was horrendous. So, look, it's not out of the realms of possibility, especially the way our season's going at the moment. It kind of goes back to the start of the video that we were discussing. As a team like this, Dan, do you think there's only one route to kind of play against United, just kind of compact, hit on the break? Is that what you're kind of expecting on Sunday?
Yeah, definitely. With the level of team they are, I don't expect them to be like playing attacking football. They'll be like sitting down and waiting for an opportunity for us to make mistake, or maybe pushing upwards, maybe at the set pieces or the corners. So that's where
because we're really good at them.
Yeah.
because the world knows like where we lack, especially with the set pieces. So they'll be targeting that area. So other than that, I don't see or sense any danger from Newport, at least in the transition area. But yeah, had to be very careful with the set pieces. But also we should be able to kill this game in the first half itself. If you drag to the second half, then be ready for anything, any outcome can be there.
Yeah, I wonder what the odds are for Newport to win on Sunday. They've got to be like at least 20-1. or something. I think one thing that's going to be on the players' minds, Shreyas, obviously being a League Two team, you play Man United, one of the biggest games of your life in the FA Cup. The one thing that's going to be on their mind is whose shirt they would go for at the end of the game. We're going to be tapping players up during the game and stuff. Whose shirt would you go for? If you was a Newport County player or just a person in general playing against Man United, let's say you're a low-ranked team, whose shirt would you want? Who'd you be stepping up?
Can I guess what he's going to say?
Obviously. What the fuck are them balloons?
What the fuck happened there?
What was that?
How do it do that? Can I do that again?
I have no idea what's just going on there.
I don't know what happened there. I thought I was having a stroke.
I thought you did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't know it was a boss. Yeah, is it Pellistri? Is that who
there we go. Yeah, is it Pellistri?
I mean, he won't be there, so I won't be able to take his shirt.
Oh yeah, he's going on loan.
Yeah.
He's going on loan, isn't it? Okay, so
yeah, not a good start to this question.
We all the players traveling to Uruguay.
Yeah, that's the only way I could. But it would have to be between Bruno or Lisandro.
Lisandro, yeah, that's mine. So you can't have that.
Okay.
I think me and Sam would probably be scrapping for Lisandro.
You'd have to fight me for it, yeah.
Yeah, we'd be scrapping for it.
I'll take Bruno's shirt.
Okay, no problem. It's a very sweaty shirt in a Bruno shirt, I can imagine. Anyway, right, quick fire questions. Man United versus Newport. Will Amad Diallo start?
No.
Nope.
No.
Will Newport score?
Yeah, they will.
No.
I'll say no.
From a set piece, they'll.
Are you ready for this question? I can't wait for this question. How many teams can you name in League Two?
Wrexham, Stockport,
Oldham,
Newport,
Oldham,
Notts County.
Jesus.
I think I'm out.
I know there's a team called Oldham.
Oldham, hey, that's not far away from us, that Dan. Oldham are not in League Two, I don't think.
Doncaster?
Salford City in League Two as well, aren't they?
Salford, yeah. That's enough. Yeah, you just can have them. We're not going to go through the full League Two. Right, should we do predicted 11s? Yeah?
Yeah.
Let me know who's first, Mr. Singh. I'm first, of course I am. Right, Heaton's in net, because I alluded to before. Bayindir is not real. So if he does start, I'd be astonished.
Imagine he's
I'm going with
an actual hologram.
Hologram, yeah, for sure.
It still saved more goals than Onana, so.
Yeah. Maguire and Lisandro, because I've been aware that Lindelof's still available. So I'm guessing Maggie's going to be back in there with Leacher. But again, it's going to be hard. Wan-Bissaka and Delo at the wing backs, as Malassia's, I don't think he's going to be available. So they're only options effectively. Mainu, McTominay and Bruno, because that just seems to be the midfield every single fucking game. I don't think Eriksen will play. I think we're going to McTominay run out. And then I've put Amad in because all you lot don't think he'd start. I think he's going to prove you wrong and start.
Put it in the universe.
Don't start Anthony against Newport.
To prove us wrong.
Amad needs to play this game on the right-hand side.
The easiest game to throw him in it.
It's
such an easy game. Like.
I don't want to see Anthony on there, man. And Højlund, because we haven't got another striker, and Garnacho, I think.
Okay. Then...
Who's next?
Sam.
I think me and Shreyas are going for the same team, but Bayindir, because Ten Hag said he's going to make his debut.
Bullshit.
I think Maguire. I'm not sure about Maguire's fitness, so I've gone Varane and Lisandro because they're the only fit centre backs. Evans is ill, isn't he? Lindelof has had surgery. So I think it has to be
Varane and Lisandro against Newport.
It has to be. We've got nobody else.
Crazy.
Unless he puts like Cambuala in or something like that. Like I don't know.
Right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But that's what I think. And then Shaw's back. I believe he said he's going to be fit for Newport. So I've put Shaw there. Dallo on the right because he just seems to persist with Dallo no matter what. Even though going backwards he's terrible. And then I've got Mainu, Casemiro, Bruno because I'm putting it in the universe because that's what I want. I need to see it. I need to see Casemiro and Kobe and Bruno together. And then because our front three, we haven't got anybody else. I've got Garnacho, Højlund and Ante because we don't have anybody else. I don't think he'll start Ahmad as much. I want him to, but but I don't think he'll start him. So
Okay. Shreyas, anything to add on to that? Because you got the same team, aren't you?
Yeah,
Similar. So what was your kind of thoughts
Yes, pretty much
behind
the
it?
same thing. I think we've practically not got any other fit centre back, so it's going to be Varane and Alessandro. Then I think Dallo is going to play. Luke Shaw is going to come back, and I think it is good because he's one of those players who needs to get game after game to raise his sharpness, and so I think it makes sense to put him in. Just same as Sam, Meno, Bruno, and Casemiro. I need to see if it actually makes any difference, or one of Meno or Casemiro is going to just move forward. I just need to see if this midfield could hold, and Garnacho, Højlund, and Anthony.
Okay, well, smash a like on the video if you agree with that team. Dan, do you want to go through yours?
Yep.
Yeah. So mine Bayindir starts. No surprise. Maybe hope we don't get surprise tomorrow. Yeah. And Bissaka and Dallo as wing backs, because I don't think Luke Shaw is still fit enough to start the game, and I don't think Ten Hag will put him on the line for this game. And then Varane, Martinez as centre backs, and midfielders. I think Casemiro will be on the bench, so I've gone with Eriksen and Mino in the midfield, Bruno as 10, and Anthony, Højlund, and Garnacho. I personally hope Casemiro and Mino starts, but I feel Ten Hag will choose Mino and Eriksen again.
Yeah, even rest Bruno if you want. And just put Ericsson in there. Give Bruno a rest, man.
I hope I'm wrong on Anthony. I really want to be wrong on Anthony.
Yeah.
Please.
Right, with everything we discussed then, we'll go through score predictions in the same order. So I'll give mine. It's got to be 4-0. It's got to be 4-0 and a battering. If it's anything less and it's a 1-0, it's unacceptable, in my opinion. Look, I get, they'll have the hopes and it's Newport and all this kind of stuff. But you've got to go win like that in an FA Cup. If you have any hope, you've got to put on a dominant performance with the players that you can have on the pitch. So anything less is unacceptable, in my opinion.
I think
I'll go with 3-0.
Yeah.
3-0.
Acceptable.
I'll go with 3-1.
Oh, Newport to score.
Yeah.
God damn.
I'll go 3-0, but I think it's going to take a while for us to break through. Like, I think it's going to be like
second half we just
50th, 60th minute before we get one.
Yeah.
And then once we get one, it'll open up, and then because once we get one, they have to play. They have to start playing football, then, and I think that'll create more opportunities. And we'll get a couple after that. But I think it's going to be one of those games where we're going to struggle to break them down.
All 67 of the fans on the back.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Let's go.
Also, the game is going to be held in the
Newport.
away. So I'm not sure how flat their pitch is, and whenever there is
Mate, it looks like a park. It's fucking tiny, honestly. These small stands. No disrespect to them, because
What is it? Is it like 2,000 or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
Really small capacity.
Small.
I meant the surface, whether it is bumpy or not. If it is bumpy, then United going to struggle.
Any teams like this, they'll make it like that on purpose. Anything they can play to their advantage. You can guarantee Ten Hag will go out and check the pitch in the morning and he'll be like, what the fuck is this? What are we playing on here? Like, waterlogged fucking...
You know what, good thing?
Spikes put in it.
No, one good thing. No VAR.
Yay!
Yeah. Well,
There you go.
that could be good, and that could also... If I was Newport, I'd be looking like, Leach has just come back from operation. Give him a little...
but it means we can't be screwed over by VAR, which has been happening all season, so that's one positive.
Yeah. Right, so that's the preview wrapped up then. I wanted to end with one question. Obviously, some massive news breaking today. Well, this is a Manchester United fan channel, but it's pretty huge for the Premier League. Jurgen Klopp has announced he's leaving at the end of the season. Just give us a couple of sentences on that each. Shreyas, I'll start with you. What were your thoughts when you saw that news breaking?
Yay!
Thank God, he's fucking off.
Yeah, I was very happy because, and I was just, the moment I saw it, the first thought was, in my head was, let them bring Gerrard in.
Yeah,
please.
Just let them bring Gerrard in.
Of course.
Yeah, because I think it's the right time for Gerrard to come in. So I
agree.
Because I think for any other manager right now to come in, especially with the kind of funds that Liverpool work with as well, it's not going to be easy to replicate what Klopp did there.
Oh yeah, that's from that. I know we're all United fans, and I know there'd be a bit of shit there back and forth. But as a manager, Sam, what he's done with Liverpool, competing with Pep and on the budget, if you hold back your feelings for United, he's been pretty fucking successful, hasn't he?
I'm going to give you a clip here, so make sure you timestamp this.
You go for it.
Jurgen Klopp, a manager of 9 years of mediocrity. He's won one title in a COVID season where there no fans and a Champions League, but he's had the most dominant era in Liverpool's history. Wow. Absolutely phenomenal of 9 years. Should you have a look at what Fergie won in 9 years? I'm pretty sure it's like 20 times that. Like, give me a break. Best manager like ever. I was talking about like he's won fuck all. Won nothing in 9 years. A COVID hit season, no fans, so the Scousers didn't even get to fucking enjoy it. And then they posed with him together like they won him in the same season. Get the fuck. Like, good riddance to him. I'm sick of him, sick of the sight of him as well. And he's complaining as well. I'm going to write a letter to have the game replayed because I'm sick of this VAR and screwing us over and everyone's against us. And do you remember that time we were getting penalties under Ollie? Yeah. And he went, United are always getting decisions on penalties. And then since then, never got a fucking penalty.
Blatant
ever
ones.
Since
Blatant
then.
Ones as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So Jurgen Klopp can go swivel for all I care. Get fucked.
All right. Not the answer I was expecting, but I'll take it. Dan, have you anything to add to that?
I was about to say some positive about
everything.
Yeah.
I feel better now. I feel better.
Yeah. Just let it off your chest. One thing though, that like, despite what Sam says, because I do agree with a lot of it.
I am being slightly facetious. Like I'm being slightly facetious.
Course.
Just before the Liverpool players get in the comments to go, take a joke.
But they have been a thorn in our side as well for the past couple of years. We've been on the receiving end, and some of the players that he's brought through there, Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane when he was in his pomp, Virgil van Dijk there.
Didn't want Salah. He didn't want Salah. He was given Salah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's crazy though the work he's done, considering the budget in comparison with City is what I'm getting at, Dan.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with the budget and comparing the team he has built in, I mean, with the players who he has kept in for long, like, and playing consistently in a decent way. I mean, at least for the top four, he has been a bit inconsistent. So that one thing can be positive for us, that in the next season we'll have one team less to compete with, at least for 1 or 2 seasons, because they'll get it hard to bring this team again to this level with another manager. So I'm not sure, because I think once Klopp goes, I think many players will be looking out as well. So along with Klopp. So
definitely,
I think
Salah to Saudi.
Salah 100% will be looking at that and be like, I don't know. I reckon Liverpool, if you're watching any directors or board members, if you're watching this for whatever reason, you might be a bit bored on a Friday night. I think Big Sam's available. Yeah. Get him in. Does a job.
Gerrard. Get Gerrard
as well. Yeah. Give him a tenure. Get Gerrard 10 years at the club sorted. I think he'll be all right. Nothing to worry about after that. In all seriousness, though, I think losing Klopp could be huge for them, and I think Liverpool fans will know that. I think a lot of players are going to leave after it. I mean, that is an 8-year system that's been built up brick by brick by brick. I know some staff members are leaving. I know people at the top are leaving. So that's a huge fucking decision for Liverpool. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the summer. And we all remember, of course, Eric Ten Hag mentioning when he first joined United, era's come to an end. Yeah. Pep's got 1 year left on his contract, 115 charges at Man City, and Klopp's leaving Liverpool. So he's not wrong, is he?
We might end up being good by default because decided to fuck off and City get relegated. So we might end up being all right by default.
Yeah. Todd Bowley goes into liquidation. Every team's just fucking dropping off around us. Happy days.
McTominay lifting the Premier League.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Top scorer.
The time of announcing this, I thought if I am Manchester United, I mean a manager is announcing at Manchester United like he'll be leaving at the end of the season, I'll be really frustrated, especially with the players. I mean, they will be there now. They will be playing with a different mentality than they used to be. So I hope the players are also affected by this news.
Yeah, 100%. I think he's announced it. I said it off camera, just the last thing. I think he's announced it purposely at this point to get a tune out of the players, to give it that extra push so they could try and win something before he fucks off. That's why I think he's done it. But anyway, we'll leave you with that. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. I'm at a wedding tomorrow, so I literally won't be able to do anything at all content-wise. But Sunday, we're back for the game. We'll be discussing that pre-match, post-match, all that good stuff. Enjoy your weekend, everyone, whatever it is the fuck you're doing. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, lads, for coming on as well. Peace.
Peace out.